Hi, my name is Victoria, and today I'm going to be sharing a story with a lesson. And something that actually pushed me to kind of share this story is one of my communications classes. We had to give a personal presentation. However, because of COVID, we're all stuck at home, so we had to video record it, and there was a time limit, so I feel like I couldn't really get to say everything that I wanted to say and share. So that's why I'm making this video, to share it with as many people as possible. So a year ago today, 365 days from today, ago, if that makes sense, I got a brain injury. I had a traumatic brain injury. I fell at work one day and I hit my head really hard. So I'm gonna share the story about what happened that day, what was going on, that kind of thing. So I was scheduled for a safety meeting, anyways, there was a coworker and a manager of mine who were always trying to help me find prom dresses, because at the time I was going to be graduating and going to prom and stuff, and I'll always appreciate them, so shout out to them. You guys know who you are, and thank you guys for helping me, obviously. And anyways, so one of my coworkers had said they found a dress that they liked for themselves and wanted me to see it, so obviously I was going to return the favor and share my thoughts with her dress, right? So I told her that I was just in for a safety meeting, but I'd be back up front shortly. And then I went up back to the front of the store, was just cleaning up a little bit, wiping down some counters and stuff, and she goes, hey, I found the dress, can you come see it? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I had to answer the phone quickly. The work phone was ringing, so I answered it. I chatted for a minute on the phone with whoever, and then I went out of where the phone was and I tripped over a mounted strap. I didn't just unclip it, I tried to step over it and my foot got caught, so I fell. And I hit my head. So hard I didn't know I hit my head until after my manager showed me the security footage. And yeah, so I finished what I was supposed to be doing at work that day and I left, and then I texted my mom. I was like, hey, I hit my head really hard, blah blah blah, and she was like, well, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I think I'm fine. I don't know, I don't hurt myself, I'm very I don't want to get hurt, so I don't. But anyways, I fell, and then that night I went out for dinner. The next day I went to school, and I was currently doing at the time I was doing a placement in a grade 1 classroom, and I was there all day, and that obviously didn't help. I had a really bad headache all day. I don't even really remember much. I remember sitting down at one point and my head just hurt so bad. The teacher was very nice about it. She turned off the lights for me, which was super nice, and just because I told her I had a headache, so she was like, you know what, let's let some natural sunlight in today, and she closed the windows or whatever. And then that night my mom was like, maybe we should go get you checked. And so that's what we did. I got checked, and he's the doctor at the time. He made me do some form of a physical testing and stuff, where there was different things that he was doing, I guess, to check my reflexes or my responses or whatever. I had to squeeze his fingers, push him back, and there's obviously other testing and stuff, but I just remember him doing that and not liking the results he was seeing. He stopped. He was like, okay, we're not gonna do this anymore. He took me out of work, he took me out of school, everything. So from May until August, I was out of school, I was out of work, I was on a strict bed rest type of thing. I was not to really go grocery shopping. I was not allowed to be in a car unless it was to go for more follow-up appointments, and even then they said close your eyes because it's a lot to focus on and stuff. So yeah, it was really, really hard not being able to do everything, because at the time I was working almost 30 hours a week. I was a full-time student. I was doing a placement with grade 1s. I was always super, super busy. So from being so busy to not being able to do anything really, really sucked. And I don't know, it got to me after a while. It was really hard, and it's just something that wasn't fun for me. I don't think it's fun for anybody. But yeah, looking back at the year, it was really crazy. I said, I was on bed rest for a long time. I was not allowed to watch Netflix or YouTube or whatever the case was. I wasn't supposed to be on my phone. I listened to a lot of podcasts. My sister would come sit with me and talk with me sometimes, and yeah, the only time I really ever left my room was to like go to the bathroom or shower or sometimes go eat, but most of the time I ate in my room because the lights and stuff were so bright, and trying to focus on conversations with more than one people was so hard for me, and sometimes it still is, but like obviously I'm better now than I was a year ago. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to share that story, and I'm forever thankful for my support team, my family, especially my immediate family. They were amazing. My mom, my dad, my sister, my grandma, my uncle, like all of them, they were amazing throughout the time. And yeah, it was just crazy, and it still impacts me today. I have to take medication for it to reduce the migraine still. That way I'm able to go to work and go to school and whatever, but now we're in quarantine, so I cannot do that. Which is kind of ironic because a year ago today I was in the same kind of boat, not being able to do very much, but it is what it is. However, I'm happy that I'm getting better. It's definitely one day at a time. You know, I'm out now. I'm able to like go out with friends. Like, I obviously still am cautious of what I do, and it's been obviously a year since then. I don't think I will go to a concert yet. Besides like Corona happening right now, like say if we're back to normal, I still don't think I'd like be able to do a concert, or even probably go to the movies. That might be a little bit too much. But yeah, something that was weird for me, and like I almost didn't expect it, was going grocery shopping, which was so hard for so long. Like I almost had to like retrain myself to be able to go grocery shopping. It was weird. Like it's something you would never expect. I like 5 to 10 minutes in a grocery store and I was done. Like I would get a really bad headache that would last me days, like migraines, and it was just not fun. And that's something I definitely was not expecting, but it makes sense looking back at it because of the lighting in there. And something else that was really, really strange was being in a car, and I never really, because I'm so used to doing it every day, like it's not something that I would have imagined to have been difficult, if that makes sense. But it was definitely really challenging. Especially with having windows down in the car while on the highway. It sucked, but it was summer, so it had to happen, and my doctor is 2 towns away from me, so the car was hot, you know, you gotta open the windows. So it was just loud and it hurt my head a lot, but like I'm better now, obviously. Sometimes still having the windows open in the car is a lot. And something else that's kind of weird is that I definitely have a fear of falling now. So I'll be going down the stairs, and like in the back of my head I like see myself fall down the entire set of stairs, and like if I'm like walking outside, I like imagine me tripping or hitting my head somehow or whatever, because I don't know, I'm scared of falling or like hitting my head anymore. Like it wasn't fun, so I don't want to do it again. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share my story because I don't know, I felt really alone during part of it because I wasn't able to socialize with my friends or my family like I would have normally done. I wasn't able to go to work or school or my placement, but now I'm obviously a lot better. I'm back to work. Well, not right now because of Corona, but like I was back to work. I was back in school. I just finished my first year of college. And something else, I keep going back to it, but when I was finishing up high school, they almost didn't let me graduate, and I had a 97 in one of my classes, so for them to not let me graduate was kind of stupid. But anyways, so far I've done my first year of college. I've done a lot since then, and I'm really proud of myself, and I just wanted to thank everybody that helped me along the way. And yeah, it's weird, and like sometimes like it's hard to focus on one thing at a time, and you've probably noticed throughout this video that might have like went back and backtracked a little bit. I might have stumbled on words, but again, that's probably normal, I guess. I don't know, but I just wanted to share my story with everybody. And yeah, it was hard, and I feel like now I'm rambling and like going back and saying things, but like doing simple things was so hard for so long. Putting mascara on was hard. Sorry, there's something in my eye. But so putting mascara on, doing anything that I had to focus on was really, really hard, and I'm glad that I'm okay enough now to do stuff like that. but yeah, I definitely wanted to thank everybody that helped me throughout this. And if you're going through any form of brain injury or any form of injury, really, you're not alone, and it's important to know that. And I just wanted to share that and make sure that everybody knew that, like, they're not alone in what was happening, you know. And if you've ever had one and you're doing well, I'm proud of you and happy for you. Anyways, I just hope this video got to help somebody, because I wish I would have had something like this to look at and to see that, like, it does get better, because at the time it felt like it was gonna be like years before it got better, or if I even ever got better. I still see my doctor regularly. I actually just had an appointment with him like 4 days ago, and I still see him at least once a month. And it's been a year. So I went from seeing him like once a week, and then it went to twice a week, and then it went to once a week, and then once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, and once every 4 weeks. That's where I am now. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I'm definitely still in communication with him with regards to where I'm at and stuff. So obviously I'm doing a lot better. But yeah, I just really hope that this got to help somebody, just to know they're not alone no matter what they're going through. It's obviously impacted my mental health a little bit. And I don't know, I'm okay now, I guess, but if you're going through it, you're not alone. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening, and I hope this helps someone. Bye.